on One Piece, Chapter 951, Rampage. Also, not a whole lot for me besides my one question, which is like this whole sun comment that she made. At least when I was reading my whatever translation, she called King Sun.
Yeah, she said
Son.
son. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, she called him
I
son.
read. So if that's true,
That was the manga stream version.
which we already theorized that Big Mom was giving out that pussy to a lot of motherfuckers in the world. Kaido might be one of them. Yeah, I don't know what they were saying there, but that's what I read. I read "son" in my translation. So
Yeah, I didn't get that in my translation.
What did
okay.
yours say? Do you remember?
She didn't call him anything. She was just saying that, I thought that you were one of the ones. Well, I thought that there was a certain species that was completely extinguished, but I see that you're one of those living and breathing right in front of me. You want to be
Yeah.
part of my crew?
Wow.
And
I mean,
then
yeah,
he's just
that,
like,
that
no,
part's
I'm
the
not.
same. I didn't literally take it as him being like her son though, because I figured that was some kind of translation error. So I assumed she was saying like, come be my, he can come, you can come be my son if you want. You can take Snack's place and be another one of my
Or do you,
commanders or some shit.
Well,
or do
I
you want
assumed
to, or do
everybody.
you want to give me a son?
I assumed everybody in her crew
Yeah.
was actually her kid though.
Huh?
I assumed everyone in her crew was actually her kid.
No, because no, she has certain niggas that weren't her kids, like the chicken buddy. I thought he wasn't her kid.
And
Oh, well,
Baggy
okay. My
Capone.
bad. Let me correct that. I'm talking about like as far as close to her type people, meaning like top three niggas or like commander level type niggas. I thought they were pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Oh
they
no,
just
that's
happened to be the
true.
strongest.
Yeah.
That's all it is. If there was somebody stronger that wasn't a kid, I'm sure they can still be like commander. I think.
Oh, okay. All right then.
No, I mean if you look at like the context of like join us son and then like her laughing, yeah, it's more just like
She
you're
was just
you're
saying it like he's a
that's not
youngin.
right, exactly. It's just like, she's practically like the grandma to like all these other quote unquote youngsters out here.
That's
So
where the
like
black person that translates be getting us fucked up.
well,
Oh, true. Yeah, you did say you think a nigga be translating for yeah.
Where he be fucking us up using
A nigga
some
be on there saying what's good.
context. I mean, okay, even so outside of that, that's fine. I'm okay with that. What's the theory on what this race is?
Yeah, right.
'Cause I don't think she has anybody from Sky P on there, so I don't know if that's one of the three. But yeah, I don't think she has any unless she offered Uroga a chance to join the squad.
Are they a different race? Are they not humans anymore? I don't know.
I assume that
well, I mean
Sky P
Skype
is a different race, especially.
No, I was looking at a theory. I don't know whose video I was looking at, but there are three different races that that. So basically, one of the panels where Enel was up there on the moon, there was three races that were up there. One of them was the one that was on Skypea. Rogue is a different one that Enel at some point had wiped everybody out except for him. And then there was a third race of folks who were able to fly or whatever. So
So
I'm
they're all
guessing
Sky
maybe.
people.
But yeah, but so he is a Sky V person is what the theory is saying.
Well, that's what I was actually thinking before we got on this call because I go, what if those wings are not actually because of his fruit? Because he actually has angel wings, but his
No,
fruit.
yeah, I mean, I figured it wasn't his fruit though,
So
because if he's in his human form right now, he wouldn't have wings anyway.
yeah.
Correct.
So yeah, I was like, and even if he was in a hybrid form, his wings should look like a pterodactyl,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
angel wings. So yeah, I guess this nigga King might be a Skypean. Which
Or he's from the moon.
then I go, what was his fruit? Did his fruit actually have a fire attribute associated with it?
that's the thing too, because I mean
Not that we
homie's like
know.
on fire right now. So I mean
Yeah.
if the wings aren't
Right.
counted as the fruit, then the fire isn't either.
Oh,
So the
this King
fire
special nigga out
He
here.
may be from the sun. His
Pterodactyl didn't have firepower, so I'll tell you that.
he lives
Yeah.
on the sun, bro. That's what it is. He's from space.
I mean, but the thing is, there's like a lot of like theories behind this, like these demon-looking people, kind of like Magellan or Gecko Moria, or whatever.
Oh yeah,
They're-
Magellan is another one of them too. Cause he got wings
Yeah,
for no
people are
reason.
suspecting. Yeah, people are suspecting that they might be part of some, secret race or whatever.
Oh,
that we're
Magellan.
still trying to figure out.
Wait,
'cause
time
the
out.
wings-
Magellan got
Nigga,
wings?
Magellan looks
Yeah,
just like
he got
him.
wings. No,
Magellan looks
he has
just
wings.
like him.
He got them
He
little
doesn't have
bat
a-
wings though.
No, but I'm saying he have wings in general though. So I'm like, why?
He looks like a demon, and he has wings.
Actually,
Yeah, so it could be a demon race. I mean, shit, who knows?
who was the other one that you said besides Magellan and King?
Gecko Moria.
Oh, fuck that nigga. I'm not looking at him up. Fuck him. I feel like that. I would just attribute that to his goofy ass fruit.
Nah, that's impossible.
More than anything, I could see it being his fruit, but yeah, whatever. Who knows? Maybe that's why Gecko has an issue with Kaido. Maybe it has something to do with King.
Hmm.
He said, other than the fact that he wiped his whole fucking crew out.
I mean,
Maybe
yeah,
maybe
it
King
probably
was in
has
his
something
crew.
to do with King too.
Maybe King was in his crew, and then he snaked what's his name? Gecko Moria, because he was too weak.
Yeah.
Joined
Oh,
up with Kaido.
with the wings though.
Damn. That'd be some real dirty shit right there.
Oh.
So we're just assuming that all the secret race niggas are just niggas with wings at some point.
Shit, yeah. They some. They gotta be some.
I'm curious. I definitely think it's somebody from. I definitely think Skypea is not representing her crew. And like you said, I don't know the answer to the question of whether we consider them a race or not. But I'm assuming that they are a different race because the
They
way
got
it's
wings.
told in the story is like niggas don't even believe Skypea exists.
Yeah.
So off that, I'm like, when you see a nigga with wings shooting fucking shells at you, like.
Well, I mean, like those are like the basic mother effers, though, right? I mean, Skypea is obviously known to like all the Yonkos, possibly even like
Well,
the Tsuchibi
my thing is, if, correct me if I'm wrong. From what I remember of the story, is like the very central story is, look, at some point Skypea got shot up there,
right?
but there's like two races of niggas up there. There's like those like Native American looking niggas, which I'm assuming are actually like humans that just adapted to Skypea, and then there's like
Right.
a people that already live there. So the people that already live there are the whatevers, but the other people are technically humans that just like are like fishmen, kind of like they lived in the water, had relations, and then eventually are like some half human, half whatever that race is, breed of human. So
Yeah, that's what I think too, though. I
that's
mean,
the way I saw it.
cause them niggas been up in the sky, so yeah,
Yeah.
they are a different breed, I guess.
Hmm.
But then there's also because in Skype there's also a bunch of different like I guess Skype is only one like a country maybe, and there's a bunch of different places up in the sky.
True.
So
And we don't
it
know
could be
where we all
different.
came
Well,
from.
Yeah, exactly. It
well,
could be
let's
different like niggas
also
from different places, like different races. I
let's
guess.
also not forget that there might be niggas who are actually living on the moon for all of these thousands of years too.
Yeah, they are. Because when NL went there was niggas there. So
Exactly.
I feel that, but like I really don't think the moon is gonna come in this anytime soon in the story. I
No,
guess
you're
that's why
right.
I'm not thinking about it that much.
Mhm.
I just feel like how are they gonna pull that in right now? It just
what the moon stuff?
yeah,
They
Yeah,
gonna be on
I
some
think
Toriko
it's
shit.
it seems like way end game type stuff if they pull it in at all, because it just seems off. If anything, I felt like they won't like the moon won't even be experienced as much as like NL will come back and just talk about shit that might have happened on the moon. But like as far as their interaction with like whatever's going down on regular shit, I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean that I think that was the pretty much the biggest piece of that chapter to me. Everything else was so boring and dry. Like the fight between him and
I know, Big Mom.
yeah, I think that's definitely supposed to be anime hype and not manga hype because like the look of what's gonna happen to the sky and all this other stuff, I think it's just gonna look.
And the music, the background music gonna be decent too.
You said what?
The music for that scene would be decent too. I can tell
Yeah.
already.
So even though it was like a cool moment, I didn't consider it much because like I'm reading it, so there's
I mean,
no.
I was hoping they told us more about when they're in the same crew. because they mentioned it again, but
Oh, they
bring
did.
it back up. Yeah. One of the weak niggas did, I think.
Oh, the other part that was funny was Usopp and Robin. I laughed at that. Hey, shit. Not
Oh
everybody got
yeah.
their culture.
Boy, you thought it was funny though?
Yeah, I thought the weird neck thing that they did was funny. I just thought it was funny because Robin did it.
Yeah, because Robin is a
I
serious
always
ass,
don't take Robin as the person to be goofy.
serious
Like
ass
they
shorty.
did the Megazord thing. I think Robin was like, "Yeah,
Oh
fuck
yeah,
this show." So it was funny to see her do that.
yeah.
I don't think Law is snitching either. So that whole part, I think that's a dead mission for Basil and the squad.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I think it matters? Because I'm like, even if he does snitch, it's like, yo, they about to attack in like a day or so. Like, there's no real plan. Like, that's my thing. It's just, yo, we gonna run these niggas fade in like 9 days.
Hope we stronger. Yeah,
You said what?
they gonna run up and let's hope they stronger. That's really it.
Yeah. So I'm
That's
like,
all One Piece is.
but I feel like One Piece likes to do that sometimes, where they pretend like there's more to something than there actually is. Like with this plan thing, it's like they're trying to do this espionage, but I'm like, it's One Piece, bro. Like the plans have never been that strategic. Even when I wanted them to be, they've never been more than like, all right, we gonna run hands with these niggas maybe on this day.
Yeah.
So
That is true. They simply just changed the time. Instead of 5:45, when they run up on them, it's going to be like 7:45.
yeah,
To be honest, I'm like from this chapter, the biggest question I had to myself is how they're gonna play Kaido and Big Mom right now, as far as like the grand scheme of the plan. Because I'm a little confused now of what's gonna happen.
oh, I'm sure Big Mom is there to even the playing field. I still think that that's kind of the goal. Like, I don't see a Kaido Big Mom team up against Luffy. I
No.
see more of a battle between them that allows the
Right. No, but
both.
I mean like that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, but it's like for them to like how many days left? Like 5, 6 days. It's like what again is about to happen in the meantime? Like from this past panel, they just like clash right now, right? So what are they about to do? Sit around for like 5, 6 days, talk, and then end up battling each other for real? Like I don't know. It's like the timetable doesn't match up what I initially thought. You know?
Yep. There's
So
also one thing that I'm kind of wondering. You know how, for example, how Big News Morgan basically put out a news article about Luffy being one of the emperors now and so forth, which is
Ooh,
basically bullshit. You know, and then there's also the saying of, you know, if it's a fight that's one-on-one, always bet on Kaido and how he's the strongest creature in the world and all of that. I'm like,
yeah.
what if that's low-key bullshit? What if Big Mom is about to be washing his ass and then they just gonna jump her ass in order to take her out just to, you know, keep Kaido having that title of strongest creature, but he's been jumping niggas all this time.
mm.
Wow.
They can't do it to Kaido.
Yeah,
No,
I
Sad.
still think Kaido's the
that'd be
strongest
crazy.
creature, but I just think that the gap is not as big when it comes to other Yonkos as it is. I just think he will eventually win the fight, is what it means. Like in another Yonko's case. So like if he goes against Shanks, like Shanks might like give him some go, but the thing is, the longer the fight goes, eventually Shanks is gonna like take a L, or
Or
maybe
I think
I mean,
physically
do
strongest
you think he's been captured more than all of the other Yonko though?
Kaido.
Because he does have a high ass amount of times for being captured.
True. And they
I
literally
would
physically
agree with
can't
that.
kill him.
I think so.
I mean, yeah, I think he's the strongest. Like when they say the strongest, they may
Physically,
mean literal strongest. I don't know, or even like attack power strongest. But that doesn't mean like Shanks can't like use some sneaky shit or outsmart him or something. You never know, you know. Who knows? Cause
yeah.
Shanks seemed like he seemed like a Shikamaru type ass nigga.
Yeah.
It's One Piece, so it's never gonna get Shikamaru level.
No, I'm not saying Shikamaru level. Shikamaru level for One Piece, which is
Oh,
probably
okay. I
just
feel you.
which
Yeah.
Yeah.
is just right, which is just like Shino level, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no. Like I said, I still think like if they fought him, people could find other ways to quote unquote beat him,
Yeah.
but it just wouldn't be a real win. It'll just be like, damn, oh, okay, I threw that nigga into the sea. I'm gone. So like I won that battle, but like if I fought him 1-on-1 straight up, like would I win? Probably not.
Yep.
I see. I get you.
Yeah. So I don't think anything else interesting happened, right? I mean, Zoro did some shit. Um, there were some talks about. I see the Asura Doji stuff here, but none of that really, I cared about. I don't know if y'all did.
No, it's not. It's not really important now. At least not now.
I still think none of it's gonna be important. Like, I just go back to the Dom Flamingo arc, and I was just like, okay, so they finna just mob niggas, and they're just like seasoning in the characters whose fights they're gonna spend like a chapter or two on. So like, we gonna see Asura Doji fight at least for 2 chapters, like go all out for real. We gonna see Kamatsu. We might see like a Raizo, maybe a Kinemon fight. I think a Kinemon for sure, Raizo a maybe, and the transgender person that we found out now, like I forget what her name. Oh, is it Okiku?
Yeah.
Like I hope not an Okiku fight, but hopefully maybe like a Okiku and a Robin fight together, maybe something like that.
Mm.
'Cause I don't
Well,
think it deserves
don't
its
forget
own-
about Buddy, who's able to paint shit and make it turn to life. I forgot his name.
He's able to do what?
He's able to like make things come to real life when he paints it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. That.
the other guy, the other ninja that got sent to the future, the one with the paint on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember his name either, but I don't feel like he should get a fight, to be honest.
Yeah. Like his paintings look decently weak. If he actually comes out like strong, I'm gonna be impressed. To be honest.
My hope is that one person, only one person from the Kinemon crew gets a fight. And then when I say Kinemon crew, I mean the ones that got sent to the future. And that's like, and I hope it's just Kinemon, because that's I think the only one I'm gonna really be able to tolerate.
I think the big head ninja, the big face ninja is gonna fight too.
Oh,
I don't
right.
want him to. But
I would
think he
rather
will.
see
You're
the
talking about
dog
Raizo.
cat fight again, to be honest.
Huh? You'd
I said
rather
I'd
what?
rather see the dog and cat fight again.
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh
me
hell
too.
yeah.
But I think because they said that Ryza was the only ninja that could see the long head ninja on the
The Oniwaban group guy,
Yeah.
I have no idea, but
the guy with
they
the
say
big head and the long earlobes.
yeah they say
Yeah.
Ryza was the only nigga that could see him. I think.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't remember that.
So I could be wrong then.
that'd be a goofy fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I don't want to see. I don't even want to see that. What's the animal? The nigga that was in the cage who was spitting out fish.
The bear.
Komatsu.
Oh, Kawamatsu.
I don't want to see him fight either.
I think Kawamatsu fight would be okay as long as it's
I,
against a big nigga like Queen or something.
it'll
If I
be
see
too.
him versus Queen, I'll watch it.
Actually, I like Queen. I know like some of y'all hate Queen, but I think that nigga is funny, bro.
I do, but okay. All right.
That nigga is hilarious. Like he be making these faces. He like a Usopp. He would be friends with Usopp.
Yeah, even though he's super strong, he like
Yeah.
still kind of seems like the weakest in the group, but he
Yep.
actually isn't. I feel what you're saying. Jack is hella serious. I'm ready to see a Jack hybrid form though. That's what I need out of here. I think that'll make me happy for Wano.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, from our previous talking about
Owens.
yeah, pretty much talking about like King Zoan's fruit being like trash. I mean, considering how the flames, his wings, his swordsmanship is all just about him, I don't know. It's looking pretty weak for these Zoan fruits right now, but just gonna put that out there.
See, you know what? Maybe we should do this, and this probably be like another big one. But like, just create a small list of like dream matchups for Wano, like fights we'd want to see before the arc was over, and
Ah,
fights we wouldn't be as like disappointed seeing.
uh,
'Cause, yeah, even like these whatever lieutenants and shit, like X Drake and them that are here, I low key don't. I know I talked a lot of like big game about X Drake in the past, but like I don't care. I gotta be honest, like they're not doing X Drake and Basil the same justice they did Capone. Like I feel like at about this point was the time in Big Mom's arc that we got that Capone respect that was like, oh, I was
Yeah,
like sleeping on this big nigga. Like
yeah.
I feel like X Drake and what's his face need that. And to me, the only way I can see it is it might happen now because Law and X Drake are in the same room and they have a connection via the dude, whatever his name is, Law's best friend or old master, or whatever you want to call him. I forget what his name is, but the guy, that guy, um, I guess like the captain that had the fruit originally or some shit like that. That's like X Drake's dad, I think, right?
Wait.
Huh?
So there's remember the flashback. There's some relation between X Drake and that guy who had Law's fruit. I don't
Really?
remember what it
Hmm.
was, but someone said it. There's some theory out there between the relationship between X Drake and the guy. Either they're like related or but there's some relationship between Law's backstory and X Drake. I just forgot what it was.
Hmm.
Huh.
So that might be the like that chance that relationship they have that they may or may not know about may be the like the segue into like getting the same type of respect on X Drake name like we got on Capone is what I'm trying to say. But we have to wait and see. Basil's disappointed me this whole arc, to be honest.
I didn't expect much from him, to
I
begin with.
expected more. His power's too broken for him to be so shitty.
That nigga
His
literally
power.
said he literally told Laws guys, yeah, y'all got to get the fuck up out of here, or this man is going to kill me. I'm like, what? Hold on, you telling me that Law is chained up and everything, and he was still you still think he's gonna fucking kill you? Come
See,
on, man, you trying?
I thought that was a translation error too, because it just didn't make sense.
Uh, See, one other thing that I think I I was just thinking about these past few weeks is Scratchman. Scratchman,
Haku,
Mhm.
he's somewhere
Yeah,
in hiding
from
in
this
the
dude
cut.
at all.
ghosting like a
I think
motherfucker.
he's Kaido's crew, so I haven't seen this guy once.
There are some
Quite
people.
similar.
I think I heard a low key theory that he's low key the fuck witching arrow boy.
To who?
Witching
You
hour
don't
boy.
remember? Yeah, the witching hour boy. You know, somebody who's been like going around like fucking shit up during the nighttime or something like that.
Oh.
Hmm.
Did they say they hear music when shit happens? If they did, then yeah, that nigga's confirmed.
That's true.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a sleeper though. So to be honest, now that I actually think about it more, of those three guys, the one I want the least respect put on his name is Scratchman. But I feel like he's gonna get the most because in Big Mom's arc, I really didn't expect shit from Capone, and like he just seasoned him with a lot of respect. So I feel like Oda's just giving us like the niggas like, oh y'all sleeping on this nigga, like this nigga, oh you think he goofy right? Bet. Let me write this out. And Scratchman is the goofiest of all three, but he was the one to land a hit on Kizaru and uh Sabondi thing too.
Hmm.
Who's that nigga?
Eh.
Granted, it didn't really make any damage to him, but yeah, and a hit was landed.
I mean, yeah, Kizaru literally got right back up and slapped that kid, but you know, that's okay. That's
I
okay.
feel what y'all saying, but like he, I just think that Oda's giving him more respect because he's goofy. I just something about the way Oda likes to put respect on these goofy looking characters. Like,
Yeah, that's true. That is true though.
yeah, I think the only thing that's gonna save the other two is really like I'm still banking on the fact that Basil actually kind of like knows the future a little bit, so he's actually going to switch sides.
Yeah, I still see
Just been
that.
playing around the whole time. So my belief is kind of in that theory, which is why I think that he's been looking goofy this whole time. I don't have any excuses for X Drake right now. I think he just goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can rate it if there's not nothing else.
All right. I'm gonna give it a decent as hell. Surprisingly,
What?
yeah.
Huh.
I'm very curious for the next chapter because I really want to see what basically Kaido and Big Mom pull out their pocket in terms of their stronger attacks when they know that they're going to get somebody who's closer to them in ranking, or I really want to see what the hell Law is actually up to. I want to see some type of strat potentially get pulled from him. Strat for the first time ever in One Piece.
Yeah. For me, I couldn't give this higher than a decent plus, and the plus
Oh,
solely.
wait. Hold on. MGG, before you rate, I almost forgot. The last thing I wanted to mention for you is that don't forget that shout out they had to Napoleon.
Oh yeah, true. She did put hella respect on
Oh
her.
yeah, fuck. Come on, man. I was hoping
my,
you wouldn't say
my
that.
thing might go up a little bit. I forgot about that. My
That
rating.
was some hype though. I mean, he is strong as Kaido, little hammer, bat thing.
Yep.
I forgot. I forgot. That was a key
Damn
reminder.
you, Jugger.
Hell no.
Because I was thinking about it. I was like, nah, let me not say shit.
Damn. Yeah, definitely decent as hell now. Sorry. So this One Piece chapter is bumped up to decent as hell for me. It was gonna be a decent plus just because of the King stuff, but you know, with Napoleon, I gotta put respect on my boy Napoleon name. Don't sleep on Napoleon. Decent as hell.
Yeah, I'm still gonna give this a decent. It is curious about the Kaido Big Mom. I honestly don't think they're gonna get too hard into King's like background / race until like he actually does his 1v1 during like the final day. Oh, excuse me, during like the final day. So I think that's gonna be like a huge hold up. Other than that, the chapter was like eh. So overall, still just give it a decent.
I'll go decent plus. Overall, it was only the ending of the chapter was better than the beginning. I think. I don't think Big Mom and Kaido are actually going to fight for real. I think they're just going to be just like how Shanks and Whitebeard had that clash, and then that was it.
Yep.
So, other than that, it's not too much. That was pretty good. So, I feel like I'm being harsh on these chapters.
You say you're being harsh?
On the chapters this week, yeah.
I mean, it's been kind of like a bleh kind of week. All right.